Hey there, I'm Leroy and I'm from the Midwest. I'm not between two ferns, but I am between some chives and a lemon tree. And I've got a little problem here. I don't drink coffee, but I'm going to give a review on coffee grinders. And I'm going to look for two different things. I want to see ease of use and I want to see production per 10 cranks. And so what happened here is, why am I looking at grinders? Well, this has been the grinder for the last couple years. And it's seen better days. The little handle thing here, that came apart, can't fix that with Leatherman no more. And then the hopper underneath totally fell apart, so just had to put it right into a mason jar. Workable, but not ideal, you know. And every morning I get up and you might be thinking, why are you making coffee if you don't drink coffee? My wife drinks coffee. I really like my wife, and I really like it when she gets up and has a good day. So I make her a coffee every single morning. So anyway, so what I did is I went and I did a lot of research, and I had more research than I really care to admit. But I did notice that all the coffee guys, they got this uniform on, right? So they got, seen a lot of them with the vest. So I went and I got my vest on, and you know, apparently it's real dangerous there because I got the glasses. So I went out to the shop, I got the safety glasses, wings out. All right, we're good to go there. And then also apparently it's cold, but they got the vest or something, I'm not sure. You know, keep the arms, you know, range of motion. And we got the stocking cap on, so there we go. All right, so we're gonna be looking at two different grinders today. And when you're looking at hand grinders, if you're gonna get a hand grinder, don't get the plastic burr ones. It's just gonna fall apart and break after a little while, like Leroy's did. So it means you got two options. You can go ahead and you can get yourself a steel grinder, or you can get a ceramic burr grinder. Now the ceramic burr grinders, they're gonna stay sharper a little bit longer, but they're not gonna get as sharp as your stainless steel burr grinders. Now the stainless steel burr grinders usually are machined a little bit better, and so the drive shaft kind of stays in place a lot better. A little less play means that you got a lot more consistency in your grind, and that's important, and we'll look at that a little bit later on in the video. So I got two different grinders here today, and yeah, we're comparing apples and oranges. I get that, but I'm not looking for what's the, you know, is it easy to use and does it grind me a bunch of coffee? Because sometimes I get a bunch of friends that come over and they want to have a bunch of coffee too, and Leroy's got to grind up a bunch of coffee. And so what's going to be the quickest, either to make them feel kind of comfortable here or to get them out the door, you know? So here we go. So we got the coffee grinder. Got this one out, lent this friend of mine, let me use it for a little bit, and then another friend of mine let me use this one. Both of these are available on the internet, so I'll put the links in the notes. And so we got the Z Presso JX Pro. So upon first review, a couple things to point out here about the coffee. You might see a Hario one and some other ones a little higher quality. You can get this kind of grinder anywhere from 20 to 60 bucks on the internet. And just kind of look on the inside and the ceramic, and if I guess if it's got the white ceramic on the inside, sometimes the drive shaft there is a little sloppier, and the gray ceramic a little higher quality, and you know, there you go. But nice thing about this, look at the size of that hopper. Holy smokes, you can put a lot of beans in there. So if you're doing a French press or a percolator, that might be something to consider. Now, this guy, holy smokes. I mean, somebody comes in the house or in the hunting shack, you just chuck this at them, and hopefully don't hit this with the head, because yowzers, it's heavy duty. Feels like it should cost $100 extra. So anywho, but one thing to notice is the difference here on this little dial. Man, you can really dial it in on that. Whereas on the coffee, what you got to do is, my friend says he takes the Leatherman out, unscrews that, and then you see that perforated disc in there. You got to just count threads, and I got my Crocs on, so I don't count so high. But at any rate, so we've set these up to the factory, what the manufacturer said that they should be set up for doing a pour over coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and grind her up. We'll give her 10 cranks on one, 10 cranks on the other, then we'll weigh them, and then we'll be able to look objectively as to which one produces more per 10 cranks via weight. And then we'll also try to get you a little image to show you consistency, because apparently consistency matters. Again, I don't drink the coffee, so you tell me. But if that's important to you, there you go. Now you know. And then we'll also, what else are we gonna look at? Oh yeah, easy use. No way to measure that. I'm just gonna do it. We'll all count together, and I'll just tell you if it was easy or not. So here we go. We'll start with the coffee. Nice big hopper. And okay, we'll give her 10 cranks. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kind of tripped at the finish line there. Pretty easy. You know, that was not so tough. I think we could do some coffee there. All right, so we got that out. Not looking super consistent, but you know, whatever. Let's see what old Z-Presso can do here. All right, 10 cranks. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that was also pretty dang easy. A little quieter. And first peer here, I'd say there's a lot. It's pretty consistent, but okay, you take a peek. So here's from the coffee. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't. I don't know. Maybe you care, maybe you don't. Doesn't matter to me. And as you can see, definitely covers a little more surface area. I think we got a little more volume out of that. And yeah, same kind of beans in both, out of the same bag from the same store. And a little more consistent there. Let's go to weight. You just got a scale here. And, whoops, let's zero her out. There we go. Come on now. There we are. Okay. 8 grams. 10 cranks, 8 grams. 10 cranks, 10 grams on the old Z-Presso. So a few more grams per crank on the Z-Presso and a little bit better consistency. Now, what does that mean for us as the consumer? Well, for $100 extra, dang well better do that. But it sure seems like the mechanizations are a little bit better in the stainless steel one, and a little bit more consistent grind there. And but as you know, for this one, if you just got a couple bucks and you want a lot of coffee made at one time, not so bad either. So I guess we didn't really draw much for conclusions, but if you want the easiest one that cranks out the most coffee at the same time, and you got the dough, well, there you go. And you got the Z-Presso. If you don't want to spend the extra $100, this isn't going to be so bad either. It's going to make you some coffee and you get the caffeine or whatever else you need in the morning. I don't know, Leroy doesn't do that kind of stuff. So there we are. So hopefully that's been helpful for you. If you want to leave a comment or a question, and I'll try to reply, or do other videos or whatever you think would be good. Subscribe if you think it's beneficial, and we'll kind of go from there. So until the next time, keep the rubber side down and keep it between the ditches, okay? All right, have a good one. Bye-bye then.